Hey, good morning, folks. We're obviously not at home this morning. We are heading towards Churchill, Tennessee. So I ended up finding some roof trusses for the pole barn. They really came in clutch helping out the channel with these roof trusses. Their prices are absolutely half the cost of the competitors. So I definitely made the three-hour journey this morning. They're just going above and beyond to try to help me out, meeting me extremely early in the morning on their days off, just being very accompanying. So I'm probably not going to do much recording when I get to the lot, but I would definitely bring you guys back after we get everything loaded up and we start heading back to the house with the package. So, but I'll leave a link in the description before, for the truss company. Definitely awesome people, man. Really good people. So we'll bring you guys back here in a little bit. All right, folks, we made it out to the yard. I'm not going to do much recording because, nobody's here right now, but they'll be pulling in here shortly to get me loaded up. But they got plenty to choose from. Everything seems to be in stock. Everything from 8x8s, 10x10s, trusses. I bought some 30-foot trusses. Really good prices, $385 a piece. Most of the competitors were almost 600 bucks. So definitely made the 3-hour trip out here to go ahead and buy from them. Really good people as well. But yeah, shout out to Flag Hill Truss Company. Really coming in clutch, really nice people. So we'll get everything loaded up and we'll start our journey on back to the house. Go ahead and get this pole barn built. All right, morning, folks. We're getting ready to start back on this pole barn garage. So I was able to get all the trusses. They're a little tweaked. I need to pull them off and kind of straighten them out a little bit. That's to be expected. They were all on a big old pile. But what we got is 6 of them here. So 12 in total, but 6 sections that get put together. So, but in order to do that, I got to do some prep work. So I'm eliminating this garage door here. So I'm going to end up taking this framing out and then cutting those off and extending those over to there. The reasoning for that is I think I'm going to put a loft in here. So I have double the amount of storage on this side. I'll still be able to get 2 car lifts in here and all the tools and everything. And then this will be kind of storage over here. I'll put a makeshift bathroom in over there. But all this stuff needs to be shot off. It's just held in with some screws right now. I probably could have went longer on the screws, but I didn't. And now I'm paying for it. So we got to get this entire thing shot off. And then we'll pull the trusses off, we'll tweak them, we'll put them together. I'll be able to get a measurement from inside to inside, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna get those to work. So I might have to take a chainsaw and cut the pole, make a ledge for the truss to sit on so I can bolt through it and do all the back and then pull the measurement forward. I think he said it was 29 foot 1 inch inside to inside. So if that's the case, that's fine. I got 30 foot outside to outside, and those poles are 10 inches thick. So I should be able to get that no problem, take 2 inches off over here, 2 inches off over here, and make it work. So without further ado, I guess we're just going to set up this camera and start getting after it. So what I'm doing is I'm tearing out the garage door frame, and I cut those off in the middle so I'll have somewhere to nail to, and then we'll run those all the way over and tie into this other garage door that's behind this ladder. So right behind the ladder, so it'll run from there all the way up to that ladder. So this piece has to come out, and those 3 little small ones. All right, so I'll have to grab 3 2x6s. So I'm not going to mess with that today, but it's prepped and ready to go. I just have to extend that all the way across and tie that in, and I'll eliminate that door. The board across the bottom is the actual height of the concrete whenever I get around to it. But we're going to go through. I got a little bit of nails left. We're going to go ahead and start shooting this thing off. And then we're going to go ahead and break out these trusses and put them together and see what we got. This thing is massive, so I'm not sure. I was originally planning on trying to put these up by hand, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. So I'm gonna get it all bolted together, get the cross frame on, stand them up, get some measurements. My buddy down the road, down at the river, is building a house on stilts, and they got a crane down there. So I'm wondering if I can maybe go down there and talk to them, find out how much they're going to charge. Maybe I can get them to come up here for, you know, a few hours to help me set these after I do all the prep work, getting these things cut and ready to be installed. So let me get this thing bolted together, and we're going to take a measurement. All right, that's one of them put together. So I'm not gonna make y'all watch me put 5 more of these together, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that, stand that up, put it up against the wall, go ahead and put the rest of them together, and I'll bring y'all back after that. I had to call in reinforcements. I had to call in reinforcements. They were a little too heavy for me to do by myself, and the tractor was at an awkward angle with the truck and trailer here. But that's the 6 of those things put together, and we'll go ahead and get started on cutting the poles and getting everything laid out, ready to go. All right, so I'm sorry about this, but I do not have nobody running the camera, so I don't know how it's going to work with me trying to measure and cut up there with y'all. You can see it, but we need to get a measurement here. So we're looking at 6 inches, and it looks like the ups is going to be 15. So 6 and 15. Let's check the other side just to make sure that, you know, they're pretty consistent. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, so 6 inches and looks like 15. Okay, so I need to get the camera set up. I need to get my ladder over there, and we'll go ahead and start on that. All right, I'm sorry folks, like I said, I don't have anybody managing the camera for me. Okay, so we need to come out 6 inches. Okay. On this side, we need to come in 3.5 because I'm building a 3.5 inch wall that ties into the roof of the truss, so I could create that wall for the boxing and everything else. So we need to come in 3.5. All right, now I need to come down 15. This should be a lot of fun. I don't have any screws in the way, that's good. So maybe I can cut down first and then in. Maybe I don't care about this 3.5 right now. What I could do is I could just slide the truss over 3.5 and then go from there. Let's see how this works out. This is gonna be fun. I don't even know if I can. Let me put this tape measuring stuff over here with you guys. And I think this thing's pretty straight. We'll run a string line across here after I get this first one cut. And then from here, I need to measure 29 foot 1 inch, and wherever that one ends up, hopefully I have enough for the boxing on the other side. I'm gonna move you guys over here to this other side because I'm gonna have my back to you while I'm trying to cut this. So let me get this camera over here. Straightest looking thing in the world, but it is what it is. Bring you guys over here. All right, so I'm gonna end up having to fix that. I can do that with a grinder, I guess. 6 inches in, it'll have something flat to sit on, and then have something flat to screw into. That might actually work, but I could probably get it with the chainsaw from the other side. I'm right-handed, so that was a little bit of a pain. Those will be a whole lot easier. I can put the ladder right here, cut straight down and in. But let me go get some bar and chain oil, sharpen my chain up, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of these off camera. But that's what's going to end up being like. I'm procrastinating. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off I'm probably only going to get one more cut tonight, and then I'll cut a few tomorrow. It's going to take me a little bit because I got to sharpen the chain after every other one. So I will bring you guys back when we get ready to start putting some trusses up. Hey, morning folks. We're going to do something a little different today. We were sitting around last night goofing off, taking a look at some stuff, getting the fence put in, getting some stuff organized. And we said, we got a scaffold system. Why don't we go ahead and try to put up these trusses by ourselves, save a couple $100, and we'll take them apart and we'll do one section at a time. I've got everything cut on the front and the back. They should just bolt right in, no problem. I mean, I'm sure we're going to struggle just a little bit, but they should go in. I mean, relatively easy. 2 guys on one side. I mean, we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. I don't know. Wish me luck. You know, shout out to Flag Hill Truss Company. Just like I said, they came in clutch for these trusses. You can go ahead and follow them on Facebook. And there's the phone number. They got some really good prices. I mean, like I said, you know, earlier in the video, they were definitely way cheaper than everybody else, and they're just super nice people. I mean, that goes a long way for me. I mean, if they're super nice and very accommodating, I'm gonna work with you. That's just all there is to it. But we're gonna get this camera set up. We're gonna start tearing these things apart. We're gonna go ahead and see what we can get done.
You looking all professional, shipping D-Walt stuff on.
Camera's on. That's how we do things around here. We may not be perfect on putting a fence together, but we got these trusses though.
What size is those?
9/16. I got the 9/16. Yeah, because you're gonna have to hold this thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm gonna try to hold one side and you hold the other. All right, did you eat your Wheaties?
Almost.
All right. Here's the 9/16. I guess I'm just gonna put it on yours because my chuck is messed up. Yeah. All right, let's get started.
I'll set this right here for right now. finish it up.
You good?
Yeah.
Let me get my hand over my
Yep. Good.
Yeah, I'm up.
Hold it straight.
I got it. Go ahead.
Alright.
That was easy. Easy. Slide to you? Is that you want me to do?
Yeah. Okay.
More?
Yeah.
Oh. You ready? Oh, you ready? You can go up on it.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. I think this is the ticket.
I think so too, dude.
The problem is the next one.
Same.
Do you want to put both of them up there right now?
No.
Oh.
Do not. And I say that because these little paper stamps are cool.
I got you.
I don't want to do that anyway.
Okay.
I think what we have up here is plenty.
Oh, I didn't. Hey, hold it steady when you get up there.
I got you.
I got to give you that board.
I ain't worried about it. You better get your stuff locked in. Yeah, that's what help you hold it.
Okay.
That's wrong. Too much stuff.
Keep on going. You're going to have to go up.
I'm gonna slide down.
Good?
Yeah.
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 Straight? Yeah. Wait till I get the other one there first. I don't know if I have to put bolts in it.
I mean, it's one to pull that at the top.
Nah. Do it. It ain't pulling it out.
Boom.
Let me pass that board up to you. Okay. Let me get all these tools. I mean, it's holding it, all right?
Yeah,
But
it's open.
yeah,
The plan's working out so far.
yeah, it's holding it. Let me get you this board, because as much as I like the fact that it's holding it, I'm not gonna let go of it. That went to that. Nah. Yeah, you can probably just wedge it somewhere. Oh, you good? Yeah. Okay.
What?
Nothing. Okay. Looks good to me.
Yeah, your girl's gonna be like,
Huh?
your girl's gonna be like, yeah, we can't leave you guys alone for nothing, for no time.
Yeah. How'd you feel?
Good.
Okay, let's do it.
Good.
Come on, man.
Hey man, come on now.
Look, we can admire our work.
I'm big of a wall
We can admire one truss up.
I'm ready.
Okay. Good.
I'm gonna push it back.
Remy, knock it off.
Uh-huh.
See what I mean now?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah. I'm assuming you already got a 5-inch mark.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. You by any chance, when they were on the ground, did you pull a measurement from that end to this end when they're on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 19'1".
All right.
Yeah, because you might actually have to pull down on the
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, like that board will have to come off.
Yeah. All right, you just pull it thing, you just keep it up there. Yeah, I can pull it down that much.
Yep. It can do it. There's a lot of flex in it. And my cuts might not be straight either. It might be, that cut for sure over there is cut like this. So you're gonna have to pull it. If I need to, I can hook the ratchet strap to it, or it'll go. It'll go.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna pull. It ain't gonna pull out.
I'm not gonna pull it down.
You want me to? I gotta go loosen it.
Yeah, unless you loosen it.
All right. I think all I gotta do is loosen the top.
Yeah.
I figured something was gonna be screwy. Alright, if that's the case, then I know I can drop this down. Yeah, one washer on each side.
Yeah. I figured it out by the time I put it in.
So I can still come down another inch over here. Because now, that's good. Once you get all three of them tightened up, I'll tighten this back up. Interesting. I need to give you that cross brace too. That cross brace helps it from moving. There you go. She just snowed for the time being. This right here will tell us how far we're off. Because this literally only bolts in if it's set for good. Hang on a second. Let me put my ladder right here on this pole. Shit. What's up, man?
Alright, but it's the last chance for that.
I know. see the other holes? I just want to make sure that you think we'll be able to get a bolt in it.
Close.
I
I think you can.
think.
I mean, if not, I could run over here and loop these up.
Pick up my 2 nuts.
You two little nuts.
Yep. They ain't coming out of there.
No.
Huh. Interesting.
Tell you what, they better do. I don't think they're out.
I think they're fine until we can get all of them up, and we'll just put a couple boards up.
So we got to just level up here. And let's get one mine.
I have some 2x6s up there and stuff that we might be able to scab a bunch of shit together to make it all the way across. Some 2x4s too.
So that's 30 minutes.
Yep. That was because we were scared too.
First time for everything.
Yeah. That was the other issue that I can see, right, is like I'm gonna have to hook that to pull over here.
You have to hold what?
So this one,
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna set it directly in the middle. Because we did 10 foot inside to inside on this.
So I'd say we almost set one of those two first and then pull measurements back, or we pull measurements from them center to back to these points, because this point to this point doesn't make any difference, but that point to that point will make differences.
Well, I mean, if I have to buy 12-foot shit, it is what it is. I should just buy all 12 foot anyway and just cut them.
Well, I mean, that's another option, yeah.
Because then it is what it is.
Just set them on the centers.
Yeah. The problem is like one truss could be like this.
No, because we can unloosen all this stuff right here, and then once we get it tied together, in the center and right here, then they'll be straight.
Alright.
I think they'll be just fine, sir.
All right, we got all the stuff moved from behind the camera over here to this side. We're gonna set the two ends first, make our adjustments, then we'll run string lines and stuff. So it's going pretty good. It was about 30 minutes for the very first truss. So this one will go a lot faster now that we know the process and how hard it is or where it's easy or whatever. So we'll just keep on chunking away at it.
Oh, too much.
I got the truss. Good pair of pants somewhere for stuff like this.
Yeah. Ease off it. Good. Okay. Let me throw you up the wheel. Yep.
Oh, did it.
Good?
Yep.
All right.
Did you set the timer?
Yep. You want to know where we're at?
Probably about 5 minutes in.
3 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
No, dead serious. Three minutes, 10 seconds. you doing? Okay. What you need from me? Those can work together, right? No problem.
Yeah, all I gotta do is just. I'm thinking now. All I gotta do is just lift this one.
Okay.
But I tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna have to release my bottom
Okay.
over here a little bit.
All right. Gotcha.
You ready?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. What you need? You all right? How's it gap?
It's gonna tighten up.
Okay. Alright. You want me to tighten this up a little bit?
No.
Okay. Okay. Good job, Blair.
Good job, Queef.
Oh.
Look, man, I could have said gerbil guy.
Good.
But you said something about the cabin. And I didn't want to do that.
Yep. 8 minutes.
You see 7?
Yeah. I got you. Oh, Daddy.
Oh, Daddy.
Easy now.
Come on, Brad.
Not the good one. There we go. Oh, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. You want a hammer?
No, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my
Okay.
and then loosen this from bottom up. And then get it flush.
Okay. Safety first. Safety second. I'm back to getting the bolts in the top one. That's the answer. Alright, so we know.
You're probably right on that one.
Yeah, you want to hear me?
Reach it.
Yeah. Oh, too much. The longest part is getting everything set up. So, 30 minutes-ish, if we try to hustle. Interesting. Just like how much faster you can.
Yeah, but I
Might be too great. Yeah, gone. Got it? Hang on to it. I'm gonna check.
You're in charge of the nuts, buddy. Drop them.
I got an extra hole. You see it? Holes over on the other side. It should line up. Okay. Let me get you going. Motherfucking woodpecker.
I was looking at that earlier, like, dang, buddy. That was woodpecker.
No, that's woodpecker. There's a big hole in there. Can't shoot it.
Yeah. Supposed to be. Impacts are just a beast.
They are. I need to tighten up that right there. All right, you ready for the time?
You good this other side tight too?
Yeah.
Just jump over here and kind of want to swing to it.
It'll be all right. You want to know what time is? Don't wait. Don't leave it alone. 15 minutes and 31 seconds.
15 minutes and 31 seconds.
Yep. That's how long it took to shut down.
right, new day. So we worked for about 8 hours yesterday trying to get some of this stuff done. We were only able to get 5 trusses in last night. We still have to do a little bit of work. They're not sitting correctly, so we're going to end up having to lift them up a little bit, cut. But all of that is looking like it's planing out pretty good. The front definitely needs to be, the outside board needs to be shaved down just a little bit so it can set a little better. We have 1 truss left. And we're getting ready to get that one put up while it's nice and cool this morning. That one's going right here. So that's the board I'm talking about. We're going to have to cut a groove out in it so it can sit a little bit lower so it can sit on top of the telephone pole. But we're going to go ahead and get set up, go ahead and get this knocked out. All right, folks, that's all the trusses in. We got 1 brace from one end to the other, leveled off, good to go. In the next episode, we're going to go ahead and work on trying to get these to drop down and get them all to plane. This one's up 1 inch, that one's up like 1/4, so we're going to have to jack it up, cut flat so it can set down. Over here on this end we need to cut so they can set down a little bit more. But other than that, everything's coming along real nice. And man, I'm happy to be back on this pole barn garage. But that's going to be it for this video, folks. I really appreciate y'all watching. We'll see y'all next time.